Hey guys, welcome back to Salt-n-Peppa-Gaming.
Well, we've just gotten all the specs and the images of the latest PlayStation VR 2. And so in this episode, we're going to be comparing VR 2 and the original VR and what's the difference and why this one is better.
Let's go. So I'm sure you're like us and you're wondering what is different about the new VR 2. So in this episode, we're going to break down all the specs and see what's the same, what's new, and what is pretty amazing about the VR 2.
Well, before we do that, let's look at the similarities between the original and the VR 2. And straight away, Sony told us that they both have an OLED screen, which is really cool.
And both have refresh rates of 90Hz and 120Hz, which should be the standard for most VRs. And when it comes to audio, both have a built-in microphone and a stereo headphone jack that can play 3D audio.
Now let's look at one thing that made owning an original VR annoying that the VR 2 fixed, and that is the cables and the extra attachments needed to use the VR. The original came with a large breakout box that accepts two plugs from the headset that run along a thick cable. The breakout box has to be connected to the console by a USB cable and a HDMI. And the box needed them to be plugged into the TV via HDMI. That's six individual plugs running in and out of the box. Man, that's what made owning a VR so annoying, as you have all these cables just everywhere and you're tripping over it, and it was really frustrating to use.
I remember borrowing his VR and then trying to set it up and you're like, this plug goes here,
oh, mate.
an HDMI here, an HDMI here.
And there's no manual for it. And you're like, what the heck am I doing?
So we're glad to hear that the new VR 2 has one cord going into the front of the PS5, and that's it.
That's
so that
perfect.
is pretty amazing.
I'm very happy with that.
To have something so simple for the new VR 2, so that's pretty exciting. Another sweet addition to the VR 2 is the fact that it comes with its own controllers. So these are designed specifically for the VR 2.
Yeah.
So the original VR had obviously the PlayStation camera, which was designed before the VR came out. Even the PlayStation Move came out 3 years before the VR, so they were kind of trying to use accessories already built to try and suit the original VR. So it's great to see these controllers are specifically designed for the VR 2.
Because the original one, when you buy VR, it comes with nothing. So you're using the controller unless you want to spend $120 on these sticks, which again, they weren't the best. So I think they've done that very well. You guys should be happy that you don't have to go out and spend extra money on it.
But these aren't just normal controllers. They've got some awesome features that make them pretty amazing for the VR 2. Each VR controller includes adaptive trigger buttons that add noticeable tension when pressed, similar to what's found in the DualSense controllers in the PS5. So if you've played a PS5 game, you'll be familiar with the tension in the L2 and R2 buttons when you press them, such as when you're shooting a gun. When you take that kind of a mechanic and apply it to the VR, the experience is amplified to the next level.
The new controller will have haptic feedback optimized for its form factor, making every sensation in the game world more impactful and textured. So when you're traveling through the rocky desert or you're taking blows in a combat setting, you'll feel the difference. So in dumb terms, it's like a pro version of the Rumble Pack that we found on the Nintendo 64. So let's look at the headset. Something quite new in the VR headsets, and especially for the PSVR, is the eye tracking. With eye tracking, PSVR 2 detects the motion of your eyes, so a simple look in a specific direction can create an additional input for the game character.
While both VRs have OLED displays, the VR 2 has something new with the eye tracking feature that sounds pretty amazing, and that's foveated rendering. Since our eyes only see sharp in a very small central region, the fovea, rendering scenes in high detail in your peripheral vision is a waste of computer power. This means games can look more detailed without using more computer power.
Well, what we think is absolutely incredible is how the VR 2 has literally doubled the resolution display compared to the first one. So we're looking at now 2000 by 2040 per eye, while the VR1 only went for 960 to 1080, which is double. It's huge and it's incredible.
And another amazing difference between the original VR and the VR 2 is tracking. It now has what they dub as inside-out tracking, and no longer relying on an external camera, which we think might improve the tracking, and you don't have to worry about an external camera lying around in the house. So that is pretty sweet for the new VR.
Well done, PlayStation. The VR 2 also has a new sensory feature on their headset, which is pretty cool. It's like a vibrating motion in your headset. So it's meant to feel the pulse of your character in intense moments. So imagine playing Resident Evil and you're waiting and like the heartbeat starts to happen. You feel that sensation through, which is pretty cool.
And another small difference between the two is the original has 100 degrees field of view, and the VR2 has 110 degrees field of view.
Awesome. Let's look at audio for a second. There's no mention so far if it's going to be an inbuilt audio system within the VR headset. I think that's definitely a cool way to go. So please announce that, Sony. We would love that so much. But it is a Bluetooth device, so it looks like maybe that you could be allowing it to sync with the actual headset the PS5 have released, which has a 3D surrounding system in the headset. I've got it and it works incredible. Oh, you've got it too.
Yeah. The only negative I think with this is the fact that you've already got
it's bulky as anything,
the headset
right?
on, and then you've got to try and add another headphones to your head already. So hopefully they might, I don't think they will, but integrate audio into the headset. But it looks like they might just give the option of having the PS5 3D headset, which I guess is
pretty good.
But
let's use it.
Let's see how awkward it is when you have to put both of them on at the same time.
Well, when's the release date for it? We have no idea. It most likely could be at the end of the year.
Well,
hopefully. Or 2023, most likely will be then, we think.
So we think it'll be a little bit more pricier than the original, obviously because of the new features and the extra controls it comes with. But when you look at all the new things it has compared to the original, I guess you've got to get it. Like, it's a pretty amazing VR experience to have.
That'd be great.
But that's it, guys. That's all the specs compared to the original. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you got an idea of how awesome the new VR2 is going to be.
And thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click that notification bell if you're already subscribed so you are notified at every single episode that gets released. And we'll see you guys next time.
And don't forget, at 500 subscribers, we're going to be giving an amazing giveaway. So subscribe, comment, get ready for the 500 subscriber giveaway.
Peace!
See ya.